Okay. So. Your name.
I am Ashley Winrow.
Your occupation.
Actually, I am a student, but I am a senior in my last semester. May 2020, I graduate. But also, I am an intern.
And your favorite color. What is your favorite color?
I want to say black, but I know black isn't like a color, but it's my color, so.
Okay. So, we're going to have 5 questions today. 3 are random, and 2 are personalized just for you. Okay?
Okay.
So, you ready?
Ready.
Okay. So, do you think there is more good in the world or more bad in the world?
I think there is more good in the world, but sometimes it just doesn't show, or you have to reach another level to get to that level.
For me, whenever I see stuff like that, I always feel like I definitely think there's a lot more good in the world. I feel like we always see a lot of negativity on the news. So I feel like a lot of people focus on what's on the news or whatever's like making like the headlining today. But I think overall, I always think that like there's always like a bubble of negativity. But I think we should always take a step back and focus on other things. That like, hey, there's also a lot of good in the world.
True. And there's good in people. A lot of good in people, even those dealing in the toughest times at the moment. I believe there is a good grain in them, even though you just have to kind of activate that.
Yeah.
It's like a magic power.
Thank you. Question 2. In terms of climate change, so you know what climate change is, right?
Yeah.
What is your viewpoint on the topic?
Climate change is real, first and foremost.
It's real.
It's
I agree.
real.
I agree.
Just like Epstein and Mills, but we're not going to talk about that. As you can see in Alaska, and like today, I'm not going to say where we are, but no, like Evan said, you know where we are, you know where I go to school.
Yeah.
But like it's like snowing, but this week it was like kind of hot in the middle. So like within where I live, within my region, it's kind of iffy. So I mean, it's real. I don't know much on the topic because I'm not well versed in it. I should be because I live on this planet, but yeah, it's real.
Do you think that like when people see climate change, kind of like, I wonder if there's like a natural like disaster or stuff like that? Do you think that's kind of like upsetting that like people decide to talk about it more rather than like trying to take more proactive decisions before like catastrophe?
Yeah, like trying to prevent it instead of when it gets here. It's like, oh, well, we could have done more.
There's nothing we could do after the event happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that people should be a little bit more proactive with everything. Is there anything else you want to say about the question?
I actually have like a tattoo from like the movie Avatar, like in their language, Na'vi language.
Okay.
But it's like RTA, and it actually means earth. And music. Now I'm bringing in everything. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, that's gonna be a good segment to tie in.
Yeah. But like Will Smith was like my favorite, kind of when I was like 16, and I was like not 16.
We just saw
Yeah,
Will Smith.
18. Yeah, we did just see Will Smith and Tyler Cole and okay, sorry. But Urta means earth in their language, so that's one of my favorite films. James Cameron.
Question 3. Since you just talked about music, and I think this will be a great segment to leeway in, what are you currently listening to?
Am I allowed to go on this?
Yeah.
I feel like since like we're in a new decade, I've been kind of like going through the songs I've been listening through the past decade, so I'm kind of doing like a rewind. I feel like there's not specifically an artist I've been listening to. It's just kind of like a jumble of everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like now I'm kind of been getting into jazz.
Whoa.
Specifically Butter,
Okay.
the playlist. It's like, I don't know. I was like, I need to listen to some jazz right now.
You should listen to jazz when you sleep or something. Or even like reading.
Yeah.
It really complements each other really well. That's what I do.
And like I'm really digging those like jazzy songs that are like modern songs, but then they like make it jazzy, and I'm like, ooh, wow, this is like really slapping right now.
For me, I always put Christmas jazz inside my Christmas playlist.
Christmas music is not allowed, Evan. I'm sorry you have that syndrome.
Oh.
I'm joking. You said.
I was like.
No, I'm joking. But that's cool.
What was that one artist you recommended to me before?
Oh, Spree Wilson?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go to his concert this Friday. He's heckin' jazzy though. He lives in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
It's jazz, but it's also modern. And his like, oh my gosh, in his new album, it's just, I want to like give you some sound of it, because it's just like, my parents are on this, they're like, this is great, and I'm like, it's music, like it's actually good music. And I don't know, this is kind of like my favorite song by him right now. Bat Out of Hell from, the album is called Thank You for Coming, Enjoy, but that kind of reminds me of Tyler, Creator.
So would you want that to be like the recommendation for people to listen to today?
Yes. It is called Thank You for Coming, Enjoy by Spree Wilson.
I'm also a Wilson.
Oh shoot. Oh, yeah! That's actually dope. Haha.
Question 4. What is something you want to tell your future self?
Remember that you are there for yourself at the end of the day. Also, take spontaneous chances whenever you can. Be present in the moment. Don't think past, future. Just be in the moment. Like here right now. Kinda being self-aware. And also, one of the biggest things I've been focusing on for like this last year is like gratitude. Always hold a lot of gratitude in everything you do. So I think that's definitely one of the biggest things I really want to focus on, for not only for my future self, but for the rest of my life.
So just kind of like just keeping it naturally there in your life.
Stay focused and do what you want.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this will be the last question. Are you proud about the life choices you made up to this moment?
I definitely am, but that's also focusing on the past. No, I'm joking.
But
We're
always living in a memory.
I know, but it's kind of like, yeah, because I'm here right now. In this moment, everything is going good. I have nothing to look over my shoulder about. So I feel like all my life choices I made are pretty good.
Is there any proud moment you felt? Like, can you think of like, I guess like it's really hard to like narrow it down to like the most proudest moment or anything, but like do you have any like highlight reel or anything in your life you're like, wow, that you want to share or anything? If not, this is your documentary.
True.
This is your DocYouSeries. You control everything. I'm just...
Oh man, that is hard to narrow down. That's like...
Well, that's good. You have a lot to pick from.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. So... Yeah. I'm just going to describe a feeling for that. How about that?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So then it kind of like encompasses everyone's own proud moment.
Yeah. It's like a feeling of, you know, that moment when the lights turn off at a concert?
Oh.
And it's like that feeling within yourself, like, is this real? Am I on another dimension? Or like, I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's the way it feels. Like, that's something. It's just, and you stay in this moment, and it's like, I don't know, I just feel really grateful. I don't know. It's emotional, and I'm just like, that's great.
Sometimes, like, whenever I get, like, I guess, like, raw in the moment, I kind of, like, you just get, like, really, like, your whole face just kind of, like, lifts up for, like absolutely no reason. Like, as if like, your face has, like, lost, like, the sense of, like, gravity or something. You just get, like, really excited and light.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, I don't know.
That Bobby Hill meme when he's, like, elevating out of his bed. That's me listening to Kid Cudi, by the way. But yeah.
I think that's the end of the interview. So this is your moment to shine. Is there anything you want to say to the camera?
I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you all within our future together. People do great things. Hold gratitude in everything. But also, thanks for listening, and thank you, Evan, for interviewing me. I don't know really what to say, but
Thank you for being the first guest.
thanks. It's truly an honor. And just seeing the visions from this kid, it's like,
Oh,
no, he said, I'm shy. No, it's literally just the truth. Evan, man. But thanks. He's like, same.
you know, like the bottle, you know, the picture of the Gatorade when you tickle them, it goes like that.
Yeah. Oh, weird. Oh, perfect
you.
your art. Yeah. That's me. Thanks.
Thank you.
Here.